welcome back. The time is now 6:44. Let's get a check on this very foggy weather. We were just looking at the Rochester Live Eye, and you can't see you cannot see anything from that camera.
It is very, very thick.
Yes.
And that is region-wide, too, Megan.
Yes.
Now, to get out of the monotony of, we've been talking about fog all morning long, there are some cool things to talk about. Yeah. In Mason City on our Live
Look at
Eye.
how cute they are.
Little starlings there sitting on one of our transmitter dishes. So they're hanging out. I'm sure they don't want to fly around in the fog because they can't see. This is another example of what you need to do. Take it easy on the roads as you go out and about this morning because that fog's thick and you really can't see far either. Visibility's around a half mile or less. But yeah, our little friends there, they're hanging out. They're going to have a pretty nice day today. Visibility is around nothing along Highway 14, only a half mile, and many other spots of southeast Minnesota and in North Iowa this morning. That dense fog advisory remains in place through 10 o'clock before we can finally expire this, and we will see that fog burning off as that sun does rise and starts to beat down on our fog bank. It is a freezing fog too. Those temperatures in the mid to upper 20s and low 30s in spots. So we are seeing a nice little glaze of ice on many surfaces, including the windshields of your car or on your truck and on some untreated roads, including some bridges and overpasses. So make sure you're taking it extra slow on the roads this morning. And as we go through the day, a nice mix of sun and clouds. I-35, you might be holding on to some clouds, I do think, into the afternoon. But east of the corridor in southeast Minnesota, you might see some more sunshine. We'll just have to wait and see how this day does evolve regarding that fog. In terms of highs today, I do think you might hold out towards the west in the 40s, while those in the east, you might hold on into those 50s. And it all depends, again, on how much clouds you do see. Right now, it does appear that this fog might hold a little bit tougher, maybe in North Iowa and in southeast Minnesota. But we'll just wait and see because the fog, it will start to lift off of the surface and will become more cloud-like. So we'll eye up that, but then heading into the overnight, we'll see those clouds really increasing throughout the whole region yet again. And we'll have a mostly cloudy day on the way for Thursday, slightly cooler than today too. Then we head to Friday, the most interesting day of our forecast, a potential for severe weather, the first of the season. Everybody has that possibility. It's a more heightened possibility in North Iowa where you see this darker red. There are many factors with this storm at play, the first one being the warm front. How far north will it surge? How much of southeast Minnesota and North Iowa will get into the warm sector of this passing low pressure system? The second factor is that cold front, the timing of it. If it comes in for the morning, we won't have any severe weather. But if it waits to the afternoon and evening, yeah, that severe weather potential does increase. So yes, the warm sector is the biggest thing here that will increase that warmth and that moisture and the instability throughout our region to give us that best threat for some storms. And then the cold front does appear it might come in towards the evening. So that scenario could allow us to see some severe weather. Behind the storm itself, we might get in on some rain and snow mixing together early Saturday morning. Classic Midwest fashion. Within 12 hours, you have severe weather, and then you have that potential for some snow falling. So we'll eye up that closely. At least for one of our model guidance runs, keeps a spotty chance for a shower, maybe a thunder shower early Friday morning. We'll start to clear this out into around midday in the early afternoon. Clouds, we'll be holding on, but if we get a few peaks of sunshine, that instability will be allowed to increase, and then we'll eye up those storms. Rolling in towards I-35 by around 5 o'clock or so in the evening, overspreading our region. It looks to be a bit more blobby on this model guidance run, so that tells me maybe just a damaging wind and hail threat. But if we possibly get some discrete cells, yes, there is a stray tornado threat with this. It's low, but non-zero. I do think the main threats are, of course, those damaging winds and large hail. 5 to 10 p.m. Friday is the main window for this. And then we head into Saturday, yes, a little bit cooler with those northerly winds behind that storm in the mid-40s after a Friday near 60. But then we jump right back to the 60s as we jump those clocks ahead 1 hour Sunday. And even Monday too, Megan, looking great. Mid-60s for high temperatures.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
some people dread Mondays, you know, new start of a new work day, but you can look forward to the weather.
I know. You can go outside, eat lunch.
And I mean, Sunday's not looking too bad either.
It's not.
So, yeah,
Truly.
a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously looking to the present, you know, just be careful heading out this morning.
Exactly.
And just take it slow and be careful. And I know some of those, we were mentioning that Austin Public Schools has a 2-hour delay because of some of the icy roads and the fog and some of the things going on there.
North Iowa, Buffalo Center also.
Oh, they do
So,
too.
yes.
Yeah. So just be careful out there.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Hunter.
You're welcome.